Hello, it is Zach with a podcast named Tim, here to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong, directed by Adam Wingard, currently out in theaters and on HBO Max, streaming until the end of April, I believe. So, is it a good movie? Is it bad? What is it? That's what we're here to talk about. There are going to be some spoilers discussed, maybe some slight ones. Just going to kind of go off the cuff. I just got done watching the movie with the wife, and of course, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really enjoyed it. It was big, dumb fun, and that's what you expect from a Godzilla vs Kong movie. Some of the human parts when they were all kind of doing their non-giant monster fighting giant monster stuff was tolerable. The actual plot of the movie is in some respects nonsensical. They're going to search for a what's called the Hollow Earth, which I guess is an Earth inside the Earth where these big titans are coming from, and Kong is being used as the key to find where this is at. Also, Godzilla on his side is angry because Apex, the big bad corporation in this, is doing something to basically make him feel maybe a little self doubt. He wants to be the big bad Titan monster in town, and he thinks that they're doing something, and they are, to remove him from his pedestal. The fight scenes are great in this film. I mean, the ending sequence, and it's not just the end, because that's how some of these movies are. Yeah, but the end sequence, I don't even know how long it was, but it was just massive mayhem. Fantastic fighting between Kong and Godzilla, and I'll guess I should say spoilers certainly from here on out. The big thing that just go watch the movie. If you like big monsters fighting, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But the big thing that the Apex Corporation is working on is Mechagodzilla, which it's supposed to be piloted. That's the idea that they're going to be working with, but it becomes sentient. The way that they are using Kong is once they find this hollow Earth, there's like an energy source down there, and they use it to power Mechagodzilla. It becomes sentient, and then of course after Godzilla beats Kong, he flat out wins. There is no question who the superior kaiju monster is. But the two would then have to team up to fight Mechagodzilla. And so it's a really, really good film. A lot of, again, you got to turn your brain off. As me and my dad always say, popcorn film. You're just going to watch big explosions, have fun, because there's a lot of things that don't make any sense in the movie. What was really weird, and I don't know my lore of Godzilla and Kong that well, but when they get to the Hollow Earth, I don't know if that's a thing from the past. I have not seen any of the rebooted movies, Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Beasts or Monsters. This is my first one in, and I figured I kind of know what I'm getting myself into in Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't really need the backstory, and I didn't feel like I was missing much. But they are the Hollow Earth area there's like a throne almost where Kong would actually sit, and like a weapon, and it looks just very crafted and technological in some respects. And so I don't know what the deal was there. Very interesting, but you get what you pay for here on in this movie. There's just massive amounts of damage. There's a little girl who can communicate with Kong through sign language, and she was probably the best human character in it because she had the most character, and you felt for her. Of course, there's the overtop villains and the evil corporation and everything that you get from most of these movies. There's also a side quest in some respects where Millie Bobby Brown, I can't remember the guy's name, and Bernie, who's an African American gentleman, they go on a side quest to figure out what the corporation's doing, and they are the guy is like a conspiracy podcaster, and Millie Bobby Brown, it happens to be I don't know her, I think it's Madison is her name in this, is a fan of the podcast. She's really into it, and so I will say that one of the really cool things was when they were showing the Mechagodzilla and its development, which everything looked great. You could see everything. This was not a Michael Bay movie where you can't see any of the action. It was filmed excellent, especially with the CGI fights. Um, but one of the when they're filming that section, the way that Mechagodzilla works is there's like this giant head of a some other Titan monster, and inside this skull is is a human, and then there's all this like cybernetic stuff, so he can implant into it, and through this brain or through this skull, he's able to connect to Mechagodzilla, and it just looks super cool. But yeah, I enjoyed the film. It gave me exactly what I wanted. I saw in an appropriate amount. I think the first fight was about 37 minutes in, and it's a 2 hour or 1 hour and 53-minute movie. So 2 hours in, or to get the fight that early, sometimes you're not that lucky with these kind of things. So you will get what you want from this movie if you want two big monsters fighting. And would love to hear your thoughts below. Should I go check out the other movies, Kong, Skull Island, and Godzilla, King of the Monsters? I'd love to know if I should go check those out. I am more interested after watching this to look at them. So that's my thoughts. I would say maybe a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 in that realm, just because, again, they delivered on exactly what I wanted. So thank you for checking out Podcast Named Tim. We'll see you next time with some of our more fun movies we're going to be discussing here in the coming weeks, like Mortal Kombat.